It's a beautiful day with a fine view, somewhere far above Western China. I'm currently on a long-haul flight from South Korea to Germany, taking in the spectacular view of the atmosphere beneath me and admiring the majestic deep blue sky rising above me. Here is one of the engines and the associated fuel dumping nozzle of the Lufthansa A340 that I am aboard. At high altitudes and low temperatures, engines such as this one will produce a condensation trail. This video will explore and demonstrate this process. Condensation trails form when the exhaust of a combustion engine comes into contact with low atmospheric temperatures. The output of air from the exhaust has mostly passed around the engine rather than through it. See a diagram of a high bypass turbofan jet engine here. This results in spent carbon dioxide and water vapor combining to form ice crystals with few other contaminants, creating a condensation trail. Condensation trails will only form in extreme conditions, and although the following variables may differ, here are some rough guidelines for typical flight level. A temperature of -40 degrees centigrade or below, and an atmospheric pressure of 300 hectopascals or less is required. This equates to roughly 9,000 meters above sea level. See the Appleman chart here for further details, including humidity. This is why you should only ever see condensation trails forming at high altitude. Now, let's have a look at one. I'm presently on the same journey, now somewhere above Germany on a Lufthansa A320, and we can see a condensation trail forming at a similar altitude to us. Note how quickly it disappears. See how rapidly it vanishes into nothing? Let's take another look. What's interesting is that governments around the world, like the USA and the UK, their associated agencies such as NASA, the IPCC, and the UK Met Office, the mainstream media, and indeed even vast swathes of the public insist that condensation trails are capable of persisting for hours rather than seconds, and that they can even spread into a thin silver cirrus-type haze rather than disappear into nothing, as we have just evidently witnessed. What do you think? Is there something that we are not being told? What could possibly explain why some trails last for seconds and others last for hours? Based on what you have seen in this production, you can be sure that if a trail lasts much longer than the trail shown previously, then it is evidently not a condensation trail.